a beautiful day for a drive. I'm glad I'm in the driver's seat. This is wonderful, and we're just coming up on another town. Hey, I know. I'm riding with a guy from Pipestone, and we're just coming up to his town. Mick,
What's up there, Jeff?
We're just coming up to Pipestone.
Oh, good. What happened to Laverne?
You slept all the way through Laverne.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Well, we're coming up on Pipestone, and I know you know a lot about Pipestone.
I absolutely love Pipestone.
Because you do what you do in Pipestone.
Well, I'm at the Convention and Visitor Bureau in the Pipestone Chamber of Commerce.
That's what I thought. That's why you're in the car.
That's why I'm in the car.
Absolutely. The sign says right there, Pipestone. We're pulling into the south side of Pipestone.
4,200 people.
Wonderful little town. This is awesome.
Now, Pipestone's a cool little town. You know, we have got like 20 buildings that are on the National Historic Register.
Really?
And they're all made out of Sioux quartzite, handcrafted from Sioux quartzite, and they're absolutely beautiful.
Now, we'll be coming up on those buildings pretty soon, I would
Yep,
think.
we go down Main Street.
Okay.
We'll see them. They'll be on both sides.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And now tell me, Mick, how many people did you say are in town?
4,200 people. Yeah.
And industry?
Industry, yes, we do have industry. We have a very nice plant that manufactures hitch pins. Manufacture hitch pins that get sold around the world. And it's an industry that was a little cottage industry that started in Pipestone. And then we have JB Ellison Meats, and they're a fantastic company.
Okay.
They do the no-name steaks.
Really?
You've seen no-name steak trucks.
Absolutely, I love that.
Come from Pipestone, Minnesota.
That is absolutely wonderful businesses. Must be very proud of them.
Oh, yeah, we
Very,
are.
very
And,
nice.
you know, they obviously contribute greatly to Pipestone's economy.
Now, we're on Main Street here now. Boy, you were right. These are incredible buildings. Look at that.
Oh, they're beautiful. Look at here. There's a parade. There's a parade here in Pipestone. Here, Jeff. That's something. We've got to throw candy out. It's a parade.
All right, we got a
All
parade
right.
going on.
You bet.
Awesome.
Right in Pipestone.
All right, and the kids are running after those that candy. Very, very cool. So speaking of parades, I understand Pipestone is well known for a lot of festivals and activities go on throughout the year.
Now, Pipestone does have a lot of festivals. We start out every year with the Water Tower Festival.
Okay.
And the Water Tower Festival, I guess that was started some 25, 30 years ago. And we've got a really cool old water tower in Pipestone.
Right.
It's made out of concrete and Sioux quartzite.
Really?
There's only like 2 of them left in North America.
Wow.
One in Brainerd and one in Pipestone.
Wasn't that something?
Yeah,
very,
it's
very
beautiful.
cool.
So anyway, with that celebration, you know, we have the street dances, and we have little Mr. and Mrs. Pipestone contest. We have an art and craft show, baseball games, and it's just a true community festival.
Sure.
Fun, a lot of fun.
A lot of participation?
Oh, fantastic. I would guess our parade is about 4 miles long, and it's street to curb filled full of people all the time.
How fun. How fun. What time of year?
That's in the end of June, June
End of
23rd.
We'll look
June
for that.
23rd.
I'll take another road trip. Will you join me in the car if I come back during that parade?
Yeah, you have to bring the candy next time.
Okay, that's the deal.
right.
So tell us what other things go on throughout the year, festival and event-wise.
Well, one thing I did want to mention on that, on the end of that Water Tower Festival this
Right.
year, we are doing something a little different. As you come into Pipestone, there's 3 highways that come into Pipestone. We have a beautiful park, Harmon Park it's called.
Okay.
Harmon Park has been there for years. And the community through the past 9 months has gone through a complete revitalization of that
Really?
park. They've got all new sports courts in there, and the swimming area has all been refurbished, and softball fields and so forth. And so during the Water Tower Festival this year, the community is going to have a huge dinner and a rededication program and so
Very
forth.
cool.
And you know, we just the other day, we found a great granddaughter of Mr. Harmon, the guy that started the park.
Is that right?
Yep. So that's kind of neat.
Well, that'll be very impressive. Very, very, very cool. And other festivals mixed throughout the year?
Yeah, our fire department, Pipestone's fire department, is going to be 125 years old this year.
Wow.
125 years old. So we're going to celebrate. See, we got the old fire hat on here.
love it.
Fire hat on here. So
Do all the firemen have hats just like that? Mick?
no, some of them got bigger hats.
Really?
Yeah, they got bigger hats. But they're going to have a huge celebration too in the community.
very cool.
125 years of a very fantastic volunteer fire department.
Sure. 125 years, that's very impressive. That has to be one of the older ones in the state,
It is.
wouldn't you think?
Yep, I would think so.
Very cool, very cool. And I might have to, if I come up for that, I'm going to have one of those hats, man.
All right. We can handle that. Just for you,
Okay.
Jeff. Yep. Another thing that's been happening in Pipestone the last several years is we have a group that's called the Pipestone Active Living Group, and they have been trying to energize our community to do more walking and bike riding.
Well,
and so
that's
forth.
awesome.
So we have what's called a night on the square.
Okay.
We have a couple of those events a year, and that's when we invite all of the various people in the community to. They come out, they walk the square 3.5 miles, and then we have something to eat and
Very
give a
fun.
lot of prizes away and so forth.
Oh, great.
So,
No candy.
no candy. Now, not for walking the square. Yep, there we go. You know, you're probably one of the worst drivers I have ever seen in a small town.
Well,
No,
I think-
you're just like all small town drivers. I mean, you don't signal, you don't signal, you don't slow down. You just kind of just like a guy with a little plug hat and,
Well,
and a beard.
I'm listening so closely to what you're saying
Yeah.
that I can't concentrate on my driving. I'm first to admit.
There, you're first to admit.
That's right.
Well, another interesting thing that we have coming up in Pipestone, and this is really cool. This is called a Redhead Extravaganza. See, this little program,
that's nice.
Yeah, this little ride we're doing, we're kind of talking about the different hats of Pipestone, you know.
Now,
And-
why
and
are
somebody
people-
has to wear them.
Why are people out there on the sidewalk pointing them? Do you have any idea?
Guess. Just guess. Just take a look at this cat and guess.
Very cool.
But we do have a Red Hat Extravaganza, and that's in the middle of July. And we have we have right at 300 ladies that are come into
Wow,
town.
really?
And you bet they come into town for a full day of fun, of shopping. We have a lot of entertainment, food, obviously. We have to get the fire trucks out. They get free rides in the fire trucks around town. And it's a lot of fun.
Sounds very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the time of year that is?
That is July. It's in July.
In July.
Third week
okay.
in July.
Now,
Correct.
I have to interrupt for a second. If anybody wants more details about any of these events, they can go to your website?
Oh yes.
Oh, awesome. So everything's on the website. Oh, that's easy to-
PipestoneMinnesota.com.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Well, this
like
is
I always
fun.
say, there's more to explore in Pipestone.
Love it?
Love it. Yeah,
Very,
all
very
right.
good. You should be in charge of the chamber.
Well, no. I don't drink coffee, and I know the chamber manager's always drinking coffee, you know. And I don't drink coffee, so I don't know what I do at that time.
Very good.
The other cool thing that we have, and this is an event you probably would expect to have in Pipestone, it's called the Pow Wow. And
Perfect.
The Pow Wow, that ends up being, that's at the Keepers, the Sacred Tradition of Pipe Makers. It's a local group in town that promotes the Indian culture, and they do
Well,
it
that
through
sounds
doing
like fun.
powwows and Indian dances and that type of thing.
How many years has this been? An event?
I would guess this is probably the 22nd year. Wow. 22nd year. I tell you, there's nothing nicer, more natural than good Indian drum music and
Oh,
so forth.
absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
It is beautiful.
Now, when you have that, what kind of amount of people would you guesstimate are at some function? like that?
Oh boy, Jeff, I don't know. There is no. That's a free event, you know, so you don't really have a good way of keeping
Right.
track of it. But
Right.
I tell you, the town is filled on that
I
weekend.
bet it's well
Yeah,
attended
it
because
is.
it sounds like a very fun event.
Yeah, it is. It has a very excellent history.
Very cool. Very cool. Other events? Any
Other
other
events,
events?
oh, yes.
Just as important as other events, any other hats?
Other hats. Yes, we do have another
Okay,
hat.
other hats and other events.
I did want to tell you about another event that
Okay.
we had the a Rendezvous, Love of the Land Rendezvous.
Okay.
And that also is, this is probably the 5th or 6th year for the Rendezvous, but it's growing in stature and it's a very nice event. We get a lot of different vendors and so forth come to the community for the Love of the Land Rendezvous.
Sure.
So anyway, and this is really cool. This has been going on in Pipestone since the mid '80s. I think 1989 actually. It's called the Pipestone Civil War Days.
Wow, perfect.
Well, I think we have like 200 to 300 reenactors that come to Pipestone. They come in for a 3-day stint. We set up the camps. We have the blue and the gray,
Right.
and people. You know, and we get thousands of people come to this event, and they tour through the camps. They get a good look at camp life.
Sure.
Get a good look at camp life. We have huge battles every day. They recreate different battles.
So it's all recreated. They do the whole recreation.
Yes,
of,
whole
of the
recreation
Civil War.
of different Civil War events
Wow,
and so forth.
Very fun.
And this year we also have a regimental, this 97th Regimental Band from Florida comes, and they will be coming, and they have a fantastic music production that they're going to put on. We have a nice and very exciting and very well-attended military ball in the evening out on the courthouse square.
Okay.
When all the soldiers come, all dressed in their
wow.
finest, and the ladies come with all of their very fancy dresses.
So you won't be the only one wearing that hat.
Oh no, this hat would be lost in the community because there will be 150 of these hats in the
Wonderful.
community. But that is a really nice event. Then this 97th Regimental Band, they'll take a few minutes and they will help the people. I suspect they probably take about a half hour, and they kind of show people how to dance. You know, how to dance the old Virginia Ryu, yes, period dances and so forth. And then for about an hour and a half, then they play music and they're dancing out on the courthouse lawn. It's just beautiful.
And I have to repeat that it's hard to believe all this is in a town of less than 5,000 people. That's incredible. I mean, all these activities and events in your community. It shows a lot of support by your community.
Yeah, there is very fantastic support in our community, and like I always say, there's more to explore in Pipestone, Minnesota. One of the things that almost everyone will visit when they come to Pipestone, it's called the Pipestone National Monument. That's an attraction, and it's a neat attraction. We have visitors. We have visitors that come from every state in the union,
really,
and 42 foreign countries every year.
Wow!
You know, so it's very well visited. There's 75, 80,000 people visit the park every year.
Mick, do you know how big it is? How big the park is?
The park is about 350 acres.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is, and it is the only place in the world where the Native Americans can come and quarry the soft red stone called pipestone that they make their pipes from.
Wow, that sounds...
And to this day, they're still...
Can you observe some of that activity and things?
Yes, you can. You can watch them quarry, and then you can watch them craft their pipes, handcraft their pipes. It's pretty neat.
That
really
sounds very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Mick, everything that you've told us so far, anyone would want to attend. I mean, all of these events sound incredible.
They're very nice events. They're well put on. They're well attended, and they're fun.
Absolutely. And you know, in our drive around town, while you've been sharing all this with me, I am very impressed with how clean and nice and historic your town is. This is very impressive.
Yeah, Pipestone's got a lot of good supporters.
And have
you see that building there?
Yeah,
that's the Pipestone Performing Arts Center.
Really?
Yeah. That's a cool building.
How long has that been?
That used to be an S&L department store.
Really?
And about 15 years ago, the community got together and they worked one whole winter on that, turned that into a little black box 300-seat theater. It's fantastic.
Well, we're going to have to come back just go to that.
Just to go to that.
And now they have a website too.
Yes, they have their own website.
We will check that.
But anyway, you go through pipestoneminnesota.com and you'll catch it all.
Everything will be there.
Everything will be there.
Cool. Well, you know, Mick, I want to thank you for joining me in the car today. This has been great fun driving around town. I think the kids in the neighborhood have liked it as much. All those hats you threw out the window. Mick, stay with me just a second. All those hats you threw out the window, those kids grabbed every single one of them. So they won't be at all the events.
They won't be at the events, will they?
Exactly. So I'm going to thank you. If you want to lay back and have a little rest, I'm going to drive up to another town here and see what the heck else we can find. And maybe you'll know something about them too.
Yeah, take Highway 75 north.
Okay, you got it. Thanks, Mick, for joining me. It's been fun discovering Pipestone. This has been Jeff in the driver's seat.